brain behind the Unleash Your Creativity movie reality show. Sir, let's get to meet you.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah.
My name is Emmanuel Yaba. I'm a filmmaker from Econ, Cross River State. I studied theater arts in the University of Calabar. Then went to the United States of America to do a film production course in filmmaking. And here we are now.
Oh, wow. So much achievements.
That's really an achievement. So, sir, why don't you tell us what is Unleash Your Creativity all about?
Unleash Your Creativity is a movie reality show designed to empower the African youth through filmmaking. What we do in Unleash Your Creativity is we create a platform for upcoming actors who have not had the opportunity of playing in the big league to now bring themselves up. You see, when you're talking about filmmaking, it starts from when the script or when the story is conceptualized up till when the movie is edited. So we create this platform where young filmmakers who have something to offer. Everybody must not be an actor, and everybody must not be a scriptwriter. Now, we put all of those people together, from scriptwriters to when the finished movie is watched, in one place for 14 days. And in that 14 days, we give them very serious topics to do two short films on. And at the end of the period, the group that has the best short film will be empowered with some large sum of money to do a bigger project, which is now going to help them come into the mainstream of filmmaking. You see, because if it's just going for auditions and coming back, you might not get that hit you need at the right point in time. So, but with this platform now, and it's easy for people to see and recognize what you can do. You know, then what we also do is, while they are in the house, we now bring in professionals who they look up to as mentors. They will now come to the house and give them practical tips on the art and science of filmmaking. Film is not a theory thing. Film is a practical thing. I can do a film, I can do a film. It's not about saying it, but it's about doing it. So, in 14 days, we can actually empower young filmmakers to become what they want to be. So that's what we're doing. We had the first edition, and it was really encouraging. I was able to discover a lot of young people who have what it takes to take over the filmmaking in this country.
Yeah.
And I know that in the shortest possible time, there are going to be celebrated names everywhere.
Wow.
You know, so that's what Unleash Your Creativity is all about.
All right, that was wonderful. That's wonderful learning. So, sir, what really inspired you about this whole big thing? Because it's really huge.
Yeah, talking about inspiration, it's always my nature to give people a platform. You know, it's always in my person to look at 1,001 ways of helping people discover themselves. Now, I know my background. I know where I came from. It wasn't too easy, you know, but, well, God has been able to help us, and we are where we are right now. So I was not like, well, I think I need to create this platform where young people should come together and make things happen for themselves. I've actually been designing the program for quite some time, you know, while I was still in school in Calabar. You know, I've always had in mind that I would like to do this, I would like to do this. You know, but it's not just doing it. Before you do some certain things, you need to be empowered as a person.
Yeah.
Now, the question I want to ask myself, what do you think you have to put this together? What's your pedigree? If you go and meet a potential sponsor, for instance, now, if you want to meet an organization, I want to do this. The question they'll ask you is, what's your qualification to do what you're doing? What's your pedigree? What have you done? You know, so I needed to do all of that. So what I did was, well, I needed to get the knowledge first, which was to go to go to school. I did theater arts in the University of Calabar, so that one kept me, give me the technical know-how that this is what it takes to do this. Then another thing that I did to prepare myself was, well, the trip I made to the United States of America to study film. You know, it also gave me that urge that, well, this guy has what it takes.
Yeah.
He has a first degree here, and he's gotten another certificate here. And by virtue of my position too as a member of Directors Guild of Nigeria, as a matter of fact, as you all know, Directors Guild of Nigeria is the apex guild of filmmakers in Nigeria. That's one of the biggest bodies. I'm a member. I'm not just a member, I'm the secretary of Northern Zone, the whole of North, Mabuja, I'm the secretary. So, you know, this one now also gives me the pedigree. I can get any member of a Directors Guild member in Nigeria to come and be part of Unleash Your Creativity. Because basically, they are the people we use now to give the lectures. All members of Directors Guild of Nigeria are professional big-time filmmakers. I can mention names like Andy Amanichi, Teko Benson, Lancelot Edouard Maswen, Desmond Elliott, Chima Okereke, any big name you know, Uzodima Obechi, Sam Dede, the list is endless. Now, these are colleagues of mine, and they are all ready and willing to come free of charge, to come and give this technical know-how to these young people. You understand? Now, I mean, it's going to be a little bit difficult if I was just one street boy. I'm going to meet them that I want to do this. They were like, where is this guy coming from? But with my pedigree now, it's possible. And also, I've done a couple of big productions that also puts me on the ladder here, that this guy knows what he's doing and he can do this. You know, if in 2011 I could direct and produce a 30-episode TV series for Nigerian Customs, you should understand what that is. That would be, you know.
Alright, sir, but
no, I'm not finished.
Okay.
Now, that's actually the biggest action series in Nigeria which we've produced. We've also been, I was also the associate producer in Beyond Your Sight, and that was an action series for the Nigerian Police Force. You understand? So there are so many of them, I can't go mentioning them, but what I'm trying to say is that we've gotten the technical know-how, we've gotten the backing, we have the experience to give to people. It's not just like one organization that is coming from nowhere. We are registered, we pay our tax, we are registered with CAC, you know, we are recognized, we can sue, somebody can sue us, you know. So all of these are things I needed to put in place before I was okay, we can launch, and that's where we are.
Yeah, so let me tip in. Which other platform, because the way you're sounding now, it means you have several of those platforms you use in bringing out youth. Which other platform apart from the Unleash Your Creativity?
Yeah, apart from Unleash Your Creativity, I also have the Playhouse. Now, the Playhouse is, I started the Playhouse before Unleash Your Creativity, where I bring young people together and we teach them filmmaking, basic elements of filmmaking, and make them know that they can start from small. What do I mean? You don't need to do a feature film. You might start with short films. So in the Playhouse now, when we train them, we now, the people who are students in the Playhouse, we use them to shoot short films. Now these films are premiered in another of our program called Raw Impact Africa. Now Raw Impact Africa is a program designed to empower the African youth through knowledge. So we shoot short films with the Playhouse and now premiere them during Raw Impact Africa, where we get very serious issues like rape, issues like stigmatization, issues like hepatitis, so many issues. We shoot short films on them and now get seasoned guests who are, some are from the media, some are from the paramilitary, some are from banking sector, some are medical doctors. They now come and watch these short films. When after watching them, they now analyze the short films as it affects our day-to-day life. And we also give opportunities to young people to ask questions. You know, the Bible says, my people die because of lack of knowledge. If we should leave the aspect where we say something where you don't know, no fit kill you. That's African mentality. In fact, something where you don't know, they kill you. But the truth is, you do not know why you die, and there's nothing as bad as that. I mean, if I die, I want to know that Yaba died because of X, Y, Z. Not for me to die and you don't know why I died. So we create this platform where we make people understand and get this basic knowledge that can help them. You know, so those are some of the platforms that we do, and but very soon now we are thinking of going full scale film academy. We want to open a film academy in Abuja, where we can actually give people certificates, you know, 6 months course, 1 year, as the case may be. But these are things in the pipeline.
Wow. It's been a wonderful. I know you know very well that the house is getting hot. I know you're also enjoying yourself as we are also learning. I and Rita are learning seriously. I will be right back after this break. Thank you.
Unleash your creativity.
Welcome back to Unleash Your Creativity. And if you're just joining us, we have it here with us, Mr. Emmanuel Ayaba. To you, sir, I'd like to ask you, would you say this Unleash Your Creativity, the reality show, has in any way made good effects on the past contestants?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. You see, basically, just as I said, I want people to be empowered. I want them to have a platform to showcase their skills. And after the program, where 36 filmmakers came out, I've been privileged to know that some of them are doing very well with themselves in their chosen field. You know, I can mention a couple of them. I know Idava, who won the best DP, has shot more than 3-4 films in the past 1 year after he left. Somebody too like Isaiah, who was the best director, has been directing a couple of films in Akwa State. And Vera too has done close to 5 short films, you know. And God's Fame too, who I know, who is also interviewing me today, has produced a couple of short films too, and he's also the production manager of 20 Media Network right now. You know, so Wilson has also Wilson did a short film that was entered for like 3 film festivals right now, and a couple of them, I can't start naming all of them, but I'm really fulfilled. You know, I spoke with Nadia, Hadia, the other day. She came from Taraba State, or is it Taraba, Adamawa, yeah. She told me that since she went back, she's become a celebrity. I was like, really? I said, wow, that's nice. You see, so that's what's giving me joy, you know. Rita Lolly, who came all the way from Kenya, and she was a fantastic actress, is now the presenter, an actress, and a marketer. So everybody who was part of this great vision is heading somewhere. That we might not have gotten it 100%, you know, but we know that we're going somewhere. And also, I want to say that the project we're working on, it's a big one. You know, it's a movie on renewable energy. It's not just one small project, so we're actually taking time to work on it. But I tell you something, when that project comes out, it's going to be the bomb. So everybody's doing well.
Yeah, sir, I think I want to ask, based on the economy and how things are, and looking at the huge vision which you've already analyzed, who are really your sponsors? How do you generate funds? Because I know very well it's capital intensive. How do you generate your funds?
Well, thank you very much for that question. Raising of funds has actually been one of the biggest challenges we've had, but we've tried not to make it a challenge or a problem. You see, the country where we come from, starting a vision is always very difficult. It takes time. But where we are right now is, let us do the work. The thing is, where we are right now, we want to get it rolling, right? We did the first edition and we used our own personal funds. But right now, we've been talking with some banks and they've given us their word that they're going to be part of this vision. And the federal government right now is actually also stepping in through the office of the Senior Special Advisor to the President of Youth and Sports Development. they have also indicated interest. And as we speak, Cross River State Government has indicated interest. Kogi State Government has indicated interest.
Wow.
And African Union too have indicated interest.
Wow.
Now, if we didn't start something, we won't even get there.
Yeah.
There's another bigger platform too that has also indicated interest. Mexon Nigeria, it's a big media and hospital, they're into hospital services. They've also indicated interest. So with what we're doing, we know that more groups are going to come on board. I want to use this now to challenge other young people out there. Please, don't always sit down and wait for sponsors to come from the moon. It doesn't work that way. The first thing in life is develop the vision. The Bible says, write the vision, let it be clear. Develop the vision, know what you want to do, and go out, stress yourself, save, deprive yourself of some certain things, get it rolling. You'll be so shocked that everybody will start looking for you. And no short time now, I'm sure United Nations and other big organizations want to be part of what we're doing. So that's where we are right now.
Wow. Wow.
So do you have any words of encouragement to youths out there?
I think before that, we are anticipating, looking forward to see the 2016 auditions and also the show itself. What are your plans, and what are the prospective youth out there, what they should be looking for? When is this film going to come out?
Yeah, very soon. We this year now we've gotten a media company in Lagos, V&T Media Network. They are our media partners, and they are coming on board full time. And we're also looking at other bigger media houses. Now this year it's going to be bigger. We've started. There's no going back. This year it's going to be bigger. We're having more contestants. We are, in fact, right now we're going to be having 3 groups, no more 2 groups.
Wow.
Maybe 3 groups right now.
Wow.
And the house is going to be open for 21 days now, no more 14 days.
Wow.
So this year it's going to be much bigger. So all I'm saying is, if you're a youth out there and you want to do film, not just youths alone anyway, even adults who want to make film and all their life they want to make film, Unleash Your Creativity is actually the easiest platform for you, where you come, you learn with people, and before you know it, you're out there and you actually practicalize what you learn. If you can write a script, come and write a script. If you are a musician and want to sing, write a song, because your song will be used as a soundtrack. If you can edit, come. Whatever you know you can do in the film industry, costumiers, makeup artists, props men, anybody, just come on board and we'll give you that platform.
Yeah, so I never wanted to ask this, but I think I'm really pressed to ask now. Do you think this whole show, this Unleash Your Creativity show, can really add to the GP of the country right now?
Oh, most definitely. It's going to do that. In 2014, Nigerian GDP really, the filmmaking, entertainment per se, added so much to our nation's GDP. Now, what are we doing now? We want to make better films. We want to help people understand what they need to do.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to help. It's going to help create jobs. Every youth every youth needs something to do, and one of the biggest things we're having in Nigeria right now is unemployment. So we're going to create employment through the film. Even if you are one local village boy in your community, and you feel you can tell a story, come on board. We'll help tell you how you can make that story be a better story that can be filming.
Yeah.
So the platform is open for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, so they should come.
Wow, it was nice speaking with Mr. Eyaba, the brain behind the Unleash Your Creativity movie reality show. Well, we've learned so much, Rita, didn't you?
I really did.
And I also want the government to look into this direction, since we are looking at the government of change. The change can actually affect the youth most when it affects them directly through movie making. As we know, the largest market Nigeria has today is in movies, the Nollywood. I want the government to come and look into that direction, sponsor the Unleash Your Creativity show. This man has a lot, and I think the government really need to do something and help. Until we come your way again, this is a moment we have to just say goodbye. But remember to stay with us on the same station, and also follow us on our site, our website, unleashyourcreativity.com.ng will be there, and also follow us on YouTube. You will also enjoy the show. Until we come your way again, my name still remains Anu Gospel. They call me God's Fame, the most finest.
And I remain Rita Lally.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for
Thank you.
coming.
And you have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We twist things like scorpions. We wanna be us, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing or singing, we are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, we're bold and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city.
Hello and welcome to the 5th edition of Unleash Your Creativity. Unleash Your Creativity is a filmmaking capacity building program designed for the African youths. Young filmmakers will be selected and camped for 14 days. And while they are in camp, we will be bringing in professional filmmakers to come mentor and train them. They will be selected into teams to make different movies. The best short film will be empowered to do a bigger project. After 4 successful editions, Unleash Your Creativity is now in its 5th edition. And guess what? This time around we have 2 teams. But before now, there was an audition process. Auditions is the selection process where people will be selected to take part in this program. So we traveled to Lagos, we traveled to Port Harcourt, we traveled to Kafanchan, Zaria, Bini, and even in the Federal Capital Territory. I will be taking you back to see how the screening process took place. Come with me and do not touch that dial.
Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city.
I've always wanted to write. I always wanted to produce my films.
When I wanted to produce a movie, I discovered I didn't know as much to help me make the kind of movie I wanted.
I expect to show my work and be appreciated.
I want to show my creativity through makeup. It's an opportunity I've been looking for. I'm glad to be here.
So I want to be able to be better when I leave, unleash your creativity.
I just love acting. I've been going for acting auditions and I've not been getting in.
Unleash your creativity is important to me.
I'm expecting to go in there and show my talent, show them what I've got. So I'm here to do my best and I hope to be picked.
Hello, Adenike, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alright. Are you nervous?
No, at all. My first highlight was when they told me to read my script. At the beginning, I was scared. But then I knew the only way I could wow the judges was to wear my confidence back. So I quickly switched on my confidence and read my script.
You're here to act, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's have a moment.
Awake, all African sleepers!
When I stepped into the audition, and my God, the whole room was filled with tension, But eventually, to my greatest surprise, the atmosphere, I wasn't as tense as I presumed it to be. But I was left to battle my mind. I had a huge fight in my mind. Rufina, can you do this? Rufina, you have to do it well. You have to be good.
I almost did not want to audition again because I was even seeing people that were really good. And I was already doubting myself. It
It was not like, hello, what are you doing here? But then after everything, I now give it a thought and I decided to still go for it.
Let's hear you now. Sing.
Since you let it out your heart, I would gladly do the rest. I want to say my mind, and I've got to do it now. It doesn't matter how it turns out to be.
Before the result was announced, I had mixed feelings. Was I going to be picked? Was I not going to be picked?
That moment was, for me, a moment of reckoning. Like, while I was there and, we were on suspense, it kept us on suspense. We were hoping for the best and the worst. Standing there, I had this person telling me, Rufina, I don't think you did well.
You all tried. But unfortunately, you all made it.
Wow, what an awesome exercise trying to select these persons. At the time I got very emotional. But see, in this business, there is no emotions. The right job, the right thing must be done. Now, 22 people made it. Thank you and thank God for those of you who were able to cross the hurdle. It was a very strenuous exercise, I could tell you, starting from their short films, starting from the process and everything. But finally, they made it. All right. After making it, what's the next step? They are going to come into the house. And guess what? Let's go to camp and see how they all make their grand entrance into Camp Unleash Your Creativity Season 5. And everybody also came with different expectations. I'm sure you also want to know their expectations. There's so much to get from this first episode of Season 5, Unleash Your Creativity. See you as we take their expectations.
An actor, a comedian. I heard about Unleash Your Creativity via a friend on social media where we were interacting, and she told me about it from Macaulay. And then I picked up the form, knowing that I have some potentials and great talent in me that I'm coming to here to nurture and bring them out to show people that Unleash Your Creativity is one platform where you could activate whatever you have inside of you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I tell you that Unleash Your Creativity is one big program that is for film makers. If you want to be an actor, an actress, this is a platform where you can come and nurture what you have inside of you. My God, over 10 million, my phone go off with that. What?
Good day everyone, my name is David Victor, popularly known as Victor Rhymes. I do music professionally and I'm an actor. I got to know about UUC Season 5 from a former UUC participant, that's for Season 4, Mr. Karis. And I got to know through a show. I really wasn't interested when I saw the adverts and publicity during the show, but I was motivated by Mr. Karis because he said, okay, this can be a chance for you to get to the limelight. And my expectations after UUC Season 5 is it's Unleashing Your Creativity. That's what the abbreviation is for, and I believe that I have a lot to show the world. I believe the world needs to hear about me. the world needs to know this name, the world needs to know me. So I believe that after UUC season 5, my expectations are for me to have a chance to explore and then make the world know that there's somebody like me existing, and let them see there's something that they're missing out there. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Abakansiro Slim from Imo State, and how I got to know about this UUC platform, I met a friend of mine when I was working at Rockview Garden here in Abuja at Industrie Alaji. When I met him, he was a barrister. He told me a lot about Mr. Emmanuel Eyaba, and he also told me that this is not the first time nor the second time, that if I'm interested, that the show program is good, that it improves some up communities, it helps some up communities to improve their skills, to show what they can, and to also experience more from the people that knows more better than them. And also it helps to teach us some good things, like to meet some friends and also learn more further. You can also, from there, you can also teach the little ones that want to be a celebrity of communities. Maybe you don't know. This one way they hold the same picture of my own. I hope so there is no problem. I think it's up now. I take notice and I bother with that. Now wow. This chance where they self, if like saying I only one picture, now they carry the console.
I applied as a director for UUC Nigeria season 5, and my expectation coming here is number one, because I am a documentary photographer, and then I want to expand my reach as a documentary filmmaker, and to do that I need some level of knowledge, technical know-how, and how to approach documentary in a grand style that won't look very, very unusual in the community. I want to approach documentary in a style that people won't get bored. People won't just be like, he has started again with his documentary style. So I wanted a documentary that will come in a unique style. And to do that, I need the knowledge, the technical know-how, how to do the market stuff, how to do my surveys and research, and how to go about it. And when I made my research, I found out that UUC, which is Unleash Your Creativity, is one of the best plug I could get in recent times. So I quickly grabbed the opportunity and registered. So for this expectation, this very season that I am opportune to be here, I'm expecting to have a lot of knowledge, live here with a lot of knowledge, and what else? Okay, I'm expected to live here with a lot of knowledge, a lot of technical know-how, get ideas, meet with new people, get contacts while I go out there. Whenever I need something, I have people to call and follow up to. Mentorship, that is the very beautiful thing Mr. Emmanuel keeps telling me about every day, and I hope to get that from here. These are my expectations, and thank you very much for letting us into the house.
Hi everyone, my name is Senibe Adenike. I'm from Kogi State. I am a scriptwriter and a filmmaker. My expectation at UUC Nigeria is to become to gain experience, to use this platform to gain experience. Mine is a unique kind of writing. I'm a religious writer. I have defined my audience. I am passionate about family. My injury bleeds when I hear about broken homes. So I want to do something about it. I'm here to do something about it, and I know UUC is a platform that will help me grow, that will help me gain experience, that will help me take my message to the world.
Yeah, good day everyone. My name is David Victor, popularly known as Victor Rhymes. I do music professionally and I'm an actor. I got to know about UUC Season 5 from a former UUC participant, that's for Season 4, Mr. Karis. And I got to know through a show. I really wasn't interested when I saw the adverts and the publicity during the show, but I was motivated by Mr. Karis because he said, okay, this can be a chance for you to get to the limelight. And my expectations after UUC Season 5 is it's unleashing your creativity. That's what the abbreviation is for, and I believe that I have a lot to show the world. I believe the world needs to hear about me, the world needs to know this name, the world needs to know me. So I believe that after UUC Season 5, my expectations are for me to have a chance to explore and then make the world know that there's somebody like me existing, and let them see there's something that they're missing out there. Thank you very much.
So far in the house, I've also observed that I tend to have flair for acting as well. So who knows, I might end up becoming a scriptwriter and an actor as well. So that's it.
My name is Jenny Chidiobi. I'm from Enugu State. I learned about UUC from Emmanuel Iyaba, the founder of UUC himself. I met him at Abuja Film Masterclass Africa, where I was a participant, and he was one of the resource persons. After the class, I met him and I told him my passion for directing and acting. Then he now told me that there is a platform like this. I'm here to learn. I'm here to be mentored and be taught by professional filmmakers. And after this place, I'm going to go out there to be the best of what I can be. A good director, a wonderful actor.
Hi, my name is Oluwatobi Deborah Ahmed. I'm a director. My expectations for UUC 5 would be to learn, to give out knowledge, and also to rub minds with like-minded people in the film industry. I got to know about UUC through Mr. Emmanuel Iyaba, whom I was opportuned to work for. Thank you. A whole 24 hours. You call yourself a professional. A whole 24 hours is not enough for you to get me one thing done. And I paid you in full. You must take me for a fool. I want you out of this place. Don't bother returning the money. You are fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. All of you are fired and fools.
My name is Bright Igwe, and I'm from Akwa Ibom State, and I'm a scriptwriter. How I heard about UUC, a friend of mine posted it on WhatsApp, so I got to know about it and I went for the registration, and I'm here by the grace of God. Okay, my expectation for UUC is to become a better scriptwriter, a better person out in the industry. So as in, when I leave UUC 5, I want people to look at me and be like, oh, she's good. She's really, really good. She came out from a very, very good foundation. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Jennifer Ogoji from Rivers State. I learned about UUC from a friend of mine. Her name is Harmony. We went for a function somewhere in GRA, and then she told me about it and forwarded it to my WhatsApp, and I looked at the platform and I thought it's a platform that would help me improve on my creative skills in order that I could be a better script writer and possibly understand the nitty-gritties of movie making properly. Hoping that while I'm in the house, I would have experts in the movie making industry come educate us better in different aspects of movie making, specifically script writing for me. My expectations are quite high because I hope to live here to be a better script writer.
Leave that light alone. Hello, you're wasting my time, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, I won't take this any longer. I won't take this any longer. I made you house coordinator. I paid you a lot to handle stuff for me, and things are not going well. Like, you can't keep me for this long. I have other jobs to attend to. Ojogu lives here. Hello. Okay, call out all the actors. All the actors, come here. I want to see everybody. Come to the director's room. Thank you very much.
My name is Kamalu Ugo. I'm an actress stroke scriptwriter. I got to know about UUC from a friend. He told me, and I saw it as a platform for me to actually showcase, or rather unleash my creativity, because I actually believe the society could get to could get reformed through my stories. I love to write a lot, and I love to create images as well. So when I was told about UUC, I saw it as an opportunity for me to actually come and, get a platform to have a lot of experiences from people who are more experienced than I do, and also meet people that we could, work together with and do stuff. So my expectation is, after UUC, I want to, get the ground to perform on a better level than I am, or be better than I was when I came.
Good day, everybody. My name now Rodo Benita from Delta State. All right, I can hear about unleash your creativity from my oga wey they call Fred Mayford. For one groove where we go about DJing. When I come here, I really interested for that thing, because me know say something there inside of me when I really like to unleash. I won't bring out that talent in me. So as I hear about your unleash your creativity, I say I must enter. I go for the audition. It's not easy show, but last we go jump. I can see make I can pass on. I come here now. I like to become actor. I like do pass Mercy Johnson. I like do pass in here. I like rain pass Genevieve. I make a come here. So my focus now mainly to learn acting well from those masters then, so that last I'll see be like them. Everything will be all right. Thank you.
You are the reason I leave, the one that I need. Girl, you got me losing my mind, oh. You are the song that I sing, the air that I breathe. Girl, you got me losing control. So baby, ting-a-ling-a-lee, Yeah, you be the greatest, baby, Muhammad Ali. Anything you say, baby, me, I agree. I make you wife and family, yeah, yeah, yeah. Carry on my top on my head, you go day like pure water, baby. Give me love, give me one time, make you be like that sugar. Baby, I go fight for you, baby, I go fight for you, baby, I go fight for you, baby. I be soldier, gone. Yes, yo. You can hit the blog. IG at Victor Rhymes Official, man. That a small thing. I wrote the song for someone dear to my heart, and the title of the song is Our Love. The concept of this song is just to express my feelings, my deep feelings for a specific person, a particular person, letting her know that okay, the world might be full with many other people, but someone who has a goal, who has a plan is going to actually choose her, because at the end of the day, she's everything. She's the air that I breathe. Whenever I think about her and everything, and I'm ready to carry her matter anywhere I go, like pure water.
Wow, what high expectations we had there. Some high, some low, some medium. But guess what? An expectation is an expectation. My desire is that I pray and wish everyone in Camp Unleash Your Creativity gets to the zenith and height of their career. This is how far we can take on today's episode of Unleash Your Creativity Season 5. I remain
crease. African girl, fire waste. You too long, man, a long fire waste. You too fast, slow wine, why you wait? Roll it up, make a bad man a crease. African girl, fire waste. Twine to the beat, where I wine to the right. Twine to the rhythm, make a bad man alright. Girl, where you a roll up your thing? Boom, just made a bad man alright. Bad man alright, made a bad man alright. Wish you wine for nothing, man alike. Still, you got me eating your right. Kitchen, we cooking, I'm doing it right. Love when you wine up your thing. Love when you wine up your thing. Make a bad man a sing. Love when you wine up your thing. Girl, when you wine up your thing. Make a bad man a sing. Love when you roll belly. Love when you roll belly. Cock it up. Love when you roll belly. Love when you roll belly. Cock it up. Right. You're too long, man, a long fire waste. You're too fast, slow wine, why you wait? Roll it up, make a bad man a crease. African girl, fire waste. You too long, man, a long fire waste. You too fast, slow wine, why you wait? Roll it up, make a bad man a crease. African girl, okay. Twine to the rhythm, make them boys feel your vibe. The bull fool, you got gear, Rasta man, know you're right. A state girl, she make moves in capital. Break it down where a man go fi pocket all. African girl, I move like a Pakistan. Don't see when for me vibe, Jamaican. Girl, I move, I like the way she do. Baby girl, take them back to the front and the later. Love when you wine up your thing. Love when you wine up your thing. Make a bad man a sing. Love when you wine up your thing. Girl, when you wine up your thing. Make a bad man a sing. Love when you roll belly. Love when you roll belly. Cock it up. Love when you roll belly. Love when you roll belly. Cock it up. You too long, man, a long fire waste. You too fast, slow wine, why you wait? Roll it up, make a bad man a crease. African girl, fire waste. You too long, man, a long fire waste. You too fast, slow wine, why you wait? Roll it up, make a bad man a crease. African girl, fire waste. Wine to the beat, where I wine to the right. Wine to the right. Wine to the beat, where I wine to the right. Fire waste.
And the whole place of crime family. And you put out the hottest and the hits them in. I want some little fish in the music. You wanna feel like when you can fish up the music or body up the music.
Chase out.
Let your heart take you on a flight. Mount its wings and soar across the river. It knows which way to go. It knows the way to go. Let it take you on a ride to cherish forever. Close your eyes and imagine paradise. A haven filled with warmth and peace of mind. The hills and waterfalls, the clear blue sky. It's a destination.
Creativity and ability come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing us moving, we are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, we're food and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Unleash your creativity, got the ability, come from the city.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Unleash Your Creativity Filmmaking Capacity Building Program. Young filmmakers are camped and they are being mentored and trained how to make good films. And guess what? You're going to be seeing very beautiful films in the shortest possible time from these filmmakers. As a matter of fact, for you to be a good filmmaker, you need to be very, very fit. In fact, as fit as a gazelle. I'm going to take you out for aerobics right now as you see how these young filmmakers keep fit so that they don't come out sluggish, Come with me as I take you for an aerobic session as you see how these young filmmakers keep fit. You're going to enjoy it.
This morning we woke up, we had our prayers and we did a little warm-up, aerobics, and now we're at the gym. We're burning up some calories and it's been fun so far.
The importance of exercise can never be overemphasized for a performer. That's why we took time to see these participants exercise to keep fit. To start UC Season 5, we had a work against stigmatization of people living with HIV and AIDS and stigmatization against people living with disabilities in Nigeria. This program was put together by Iyaba Emmanuel Foundation in collaboration with the Zama Institute and Global Privilege Foundation. It was actually an awesome opportunity for the participants to intertwine with disabled people. And guess what? You're going to be amazed at the experience of the work. Come with me as we go for that walk.
Let your heart take you on a flight, mount its wings and soar across the river. It knows which way to go.
I felt so happy doing all this stuff. We walked for miles. It was very, very stressful, the sun, and Abuja sun. I'm from the west, but experiencing the sun in the north. But everything went down very well, even though it was quite stressful. But at the end of the day, I could just tell myself that, man, you did something nice today, something very amazing. Because the love from their eyes, the happiness, the joy they show, the expression, it was like it wasn't from this world. They felt so much love from us. Before they left, they left some notes which I really felt that it was from their heart. They told us how much they really valued the work and how much they really appreciated us coming around them and doing what we did yesterday. So I just want to say I'm happy and thank you so much, UUC, for giving me an opportunity to show love to the next person who really needed it.
It knows the way to go. Let it take you on a ride to cherish forever.
Well, the work against discrimination of people living with HIV and disabled person was such an amazing experience for me.
Okay, so the work we had today was meant to sensitize people against discrimination and the way we viewed people with disabilities and HIV. My experience personally at the work was different from what I had imagined or expected it to be.
Right to cherish forever. Close your eyes and imagine paradise.
So yeah, about the work today, it was fun, it was amazing, it was everything. I really enjoyed myself. I felt happy relating with these people with disabilities. The part that really got me was this mommy. She was actually at the venue before some of these able-bodied people, and that got me. She was so happy, and she was there on time. She was so happy. We took pictures, we talked about so many things, and I mean, she was so happy. I was like, baby, are you taking pictures of me? Are you making a video? Oh, make sure I'm showing, make sure I take my bag away and everything. She was so happy. And then another part of it was the walk, like the walk from startup point to end point. Trust me, it was somehow for me, because I had never had that kind of work, and then to do with disabled people.
Eyes, a haven filled with warmth and peace of mind. The hills and waterfalls, the clear blue sky. It's a destination.
Yeah, about the work today, it was fun, it was okay, it was nice. Actually, I got to a point that I almost gave up, and one disabled man was like, are you tired? I was like, geez, I'm tired. I was like, you're tired? You know you can do it. I was like, yeah, I can do it. So he motivated me. At that point, I started working with him. We were gisting, he was gisting me. It was very funny. So I didn't even know when we got to the hotel. It was amazing. I've never been in a walk like that though. It was so fun, it was amazing. I really enjoyed myself with everything that happened. It was amazing. It was a real experience, and I hope forward to having more experiences like that. Thank you.
So the experience today was something else. Like it's something I have never ever experienced. In fact, in one word, it was an experience. Getting to see people who we actually believe are less privileged, like because they are considered disabled, do things that people like us kind of find difficult. I had this particular experience of while we were actually having the walk, that was the walk earlier today, I got tired at some point and I was complaining. But then I looked in front of me and then I saw this woman, eagerly going, and she wasn't even planning. She had no plans of stopping. And then I turned to my neighbor and I said, if she can do it, let me continue now. I won't stop. And it gave me some kind of strength, and it gave me some kind of a different kind of insight on their personality, who they are. Aside the regular road street beggars that are disabled, I haven't seen disabled people who really wanted to do things, who really wanted to be, who didn't even see themselves as disabled. So in one word, like I said earlier, it was an experience.
Can you imagine a 4 hours walk on disability? That was very, very interesting. And guess what? Even the disabled ones were also with us, with their clutches, with their wheelchairs and everything. But guess what? We were not tired, because we wanted to create this sensitization against their stigmatization. And I tell you, I was really touched. I hope when we have the next walk, you are going to join us. Right about now, I'm going to take you to the monologue session. All right, now, as you all know, this is an acting program, and acting is all about what you can do, your reactions and everything. Now, we actually give the participants a task to see how they can interpret their own creative sensibilities via acting. We gave them monologues to do on disability. Right now, let me take you to the monologue session where you see the acting prowess of some of these participants. Enjoy.
Dyscalculia. Children with dyscalculia can have troubles performing simple arithmetics. Junior, this is your third school. And each time the principal calls me to tell me that you do not understand simple arithmetics. What is in mathematics? Just X and Y. I was very brilliant when I was your age. Your father is an engineer and you stand here and tell me you have dyscalculia. No. Not my blood. In the name of Jesus, Junior, you are an engineer. You will understand it. Listen, you will understand it. Do you understand me? Yes, you will understand it. All the powers from your father's village, from my father's village, they will not have you. You are my engineer, and that is what you are. Junior is an engineer. Junior is an engineer. Is there a solution? Junior is an engineer. Junior is an engineer. Junior will understand mathematics better. How?
I am not disabled. I mean, that's what the world calls me, but it's not me. See, from birth, the dealership we call society gives us these labels, calling us disabled, but I feel like these are just labels because that is not me. For example, if I drive a car, you never confuse me for that car. And when I drive my body, why do you confuse me for my body? It's not me, it's my body, get it? It's my body. Forgive me, but I fail to see the pride or the logic in defining somebody by the bodies they drive, because who they are is not skin deep. It's found inside. Sorry, because you call me blind doesn't automatically give you vision. Because you say I'm lame. Have you ever given me a helping hand? You've never done all of those, but you still seem to call me these names. Forget it, you try to isolate me from the crowd, but forgetting that your eyes are so late to see the potential that I have inside. I am not disabled. I am very capable. I am the new generation.
It started by them calling me an Ogbanje. I would always wonder what it means to be an Ogbanje. They say I'm cursed because I fall sick too quickly. Mother would say, don't run. Don't play with the other kids. Because I don't want to lose you to the spirit world. I'm confused. My mind says explore. But my body says withdraw. My mind says create. But my body says limit. My body might be weak, but my inner mind speaks strength. And then I say to myself, sickle cell would never limit me.
Go closer, go, you can go. You can go.
Action. Like I said, someday this would be a story. Like I said, sickle cell would never limit me.
God.
Uncle, I know you said he's blind, so I cannot marry him. But people who are blind get married to people and they give birth to normal children that are not blind. I've listened to all of your points. They are valid. Auntie here said that it might be cursed, so we might have it in our lineage forever that all our children will end up being blind. But I believe that it won't be like that for us. I love John so much. I love him with all my heart. Please, don't deny me this opportunity of finding true love. He's really not that bad after all. Besides, I can see. I've chosen to be his eyes through which he will see the world. I'll be there for him. I'll love him. And they say, 2 heads are better than one. So I believe that the both of us can make a good team. How can they be telling me that I will not marry John? John, Dangote's son. Let him be blind. I must marry John. Me, I've decided I want to marry John. Do I know? Are they even thinking? Are they thinking? I will have a house at my Dema in Abuja. My mother and my father will totally leave the village. And they say I should not marry John. They should go with their own cause. So me, I don't want to remain because in fact they are the ones bringing cause to this family. They like poverty. I decide to say no to poverty. I will not remain poor in my life. John is my hero. I must marry John.
God, they carry me the blue. You see me fat, complete chick, fine babe. Hey, say man marry John. John good and my mama pikin. Who small pass? You could come and no get break me when I like fuck die. Jeez, I won't take survive. And now the way you talk. I know say that man a man of God. Or you know say sometimes people Bible talk say okay some are falling short of the glory. Let's say that man they lie. Because me and God me and you we be 5 and 6 so you know if you do me this kind of thing now. How about it? I know say I don't get breast but this one's soft now. How you go arrange me with this kind? I will help my husband and person go see me say madam we are your son now. Hey, disrespect. You no get money. Brick you no get. Height you no get. Wait till I want chop inside this marriage where they enter. So wait till I want chop. If they say get money now we say okay that one go cover up or if you enter and to buy go chill with them they do. Now wait till I want carry my life. I know they do. I dey go in. You and God will go settle. As for me, you see out there that thing.
I've really had a hard life. But I refuse to let that stop me. My name is Karen Wufa. The world called me disabled, disadvantaged, simply because I've been on this wheelchair for many years. But the truth is, some days I feel defeated, but I was born to win. Yes, I'm equally asthmatic, but in all about this, I wouldn't give up. Because I discovered that in my disabilities lies my abilities. I am creative. I am beautiful. I am an artist. And you know what? I'm strong.
Well then. Since I had this accident for long, I broke my spinal cord. My colleagues in my company, they are doing exploit. Man, I cannot see. I can't walk again. But my heart keep on telling me that I should not give up. That I should think of today, not tomorrow. That if tomorrow did not come, what will I do? God, help me. Help me.
People see me as disabled, but I believe I have an ability. They call me blind, but I have a great vision. I'm here to let you know my intention. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day see my challenge as a greatest advantage. Because success cannot be defined by what you've got, but by how strong you're able to stand after you've been through a lot. You call me blind, but I see that as the greatest gift God gave to me. To use my mind's eye and create the desire I want. You isolate me, but I say your eyes are so late because you cannot see the great future ahead of me.
Jesus! I hope you enjoyed that wonderful monologue session. Anyway, never mind. Some of them are acting for the very first time, so we understand. Acting is all about reacting. So let us get to see them. But trust me, between now and 15th, you're going to see differences in the way they were acting before and the way they are acting now. So that's how far we can take on today's episode of Unleash Your Creativity. Till next time, I remain your host, Emmanuel Eyaba. Do not touch that dial as we come with more interesting packages just for you. Bye-bye.
Creativity and ability come publicity. We come to the house of champions. We twisting like scorpions. We wanna be as we are the champion. Acting or dancing, directing or singing, we are the champion. We strong, we are creative, bold and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best.
First of all, let me start by thanking Emmanuel for giving me the privilege to be here and the honor to be here. I'm sitting before the future of the Nigerian film industry.
Participants, there's no longer contradicting in the sectors of the police officers and the police work. Thanks to Mr. Frank Umba. If we're going to ever contradict that, I'll say this in an evil word, Umba.
You have to learn 10 evergreen Nigerian movies. If you watch any of these films now, you will enjoy them. it has to be subjected to a script conference where professionals are brought. By the time they use scissors and axe to now dissect your story, you must have the inspiration in script writing. If you want to go into playwriting, get a copy of that book.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is UUC Season 5 and my name is Charles, and I'm going to be your host from now until the end of the whole episode. Now, UUC is Unleash Your Creativity, and it's a capacity building program for filmmakers where we have 22 young filmmakers and they are camped for 14 days, and we're going to make out 2 teams from this 22 persons camped for 14 days. Yes. First and foremost, they say exercise is a way of building yourself and making you free of every health issues. Now, our first segment is going to take you straight to the gym where they had an aerobic session that lasts for about 1 hour 30 minutes. And we're going to give you the highlights of this session. And when we return, more is going to continue on UUC Season 5. Please stay tuned.
Actually helps me to relax better and concentrate. The reason why I do yoga exercises is because it helps me gain full concentration on my pursuit. That's my aim of actually going through the exercises sometimes, and also helps me to keep fit.
I'm really having fun here. The program has been very interesting, wonderful, and eventful.
Welcome back. That was the aerobic session by the UUC Season 5 participants. Now, they had a very, very special August visitor, let me put it that way, in person of Mr. Frank Mba. You say basically Frank Mba. He is the spokesperson of the Nigerian police. I'm very sure you all know about that. He spoke to them concerning the importance of representing the police force appropriately and accurately in film making. I want you all to just sit down and listen to this very, very intriguing, interesting, interactive session. And when I return, I'm going to give you more information about UUC Season 5. Please stay tuned.
The police facilities are there for you for the take. So why do you want to recreate? Right now, we're actually trying to commence a campaign with the Nigerian film. Yes. NFC. Yeah, NFC. Why do you If you want to make a movie, all you need to do is write a letter to the commissioner of police in charge of your state. It's not difficult. You can just walk up to the police PROs in your state. Most police PROs, we carefully select our police PROs. We try to take them from a certain age bracket so that they can deal and relate very well with the younger generation and the older generation. We don't want a police PRO that before you talk to him or her, you need to go down on your knees and say, Uncle, Uncle, Emabinu. I mean, we want a police PRO that you can walk up to and call him by his first name and talk to him. So we always select them from a certain age bracket. Now, walk up to your police PRO in your state and tell him this is what you want to do. When I was PRO in Lagos, my favorite police station for movies used to be Lupeju Police Station. It has got everything I want. So whenever people want to act movies and they need a full police station, I just send them there. And what do? We evacuate everybody and they use the place. And sometimes the policemen also play some roles. You know in your movie you have what you call waka pass. So the policemen even make their movies richer because they can provide enough waka pass at the background. And then sometimes we even allow them to use our policemen if there are some roles that are so technical that probably a policeman will act it better for you. Not major roles anyway, minor roles. And we allow you to use a full-cladded police officer. So why do you want to go to Ikorodu or go to somewhere in Ugbete market or go to Chanja market or go to somewhere in Gembu or go to a life camp and then improvise so badly and then portray yourself as incompetent and unprofessional? The other thing that happens when you do those things is that you portray your country in bad light. It's not just the police now. I'm starting with the country. You portray your country in bad light. Take it or leave it. Like the police or hate the police, they will always be there. And you know, the thing about us is that we are as loved as we are hated. And hardly do you have anyone that will hate us from the beginning to the end. You know why? You are like that your terrible child that today makes you to cry, and another day make you to laugh so much, and another day you are like, Emeka, I don't want to see you again, and another day you are like, where is Emeka? There is this problem now and it's only Emeka that can solve it. So you can't hate us forever. But I know there are some people who can love us forever. Like Ima. But you can't hate us forever. Why? Because someday, somehow, you will need us. The difference between the police and other agencies, and that's why anything we do resonates so badly or so deeply with the citizens, is because our activities impacts on the life of everybody. I give you a clear example. You can be a Nigerian, grow up in Nigeria, live up to 100 years, and you will never have any contact with an NDLE officer. If you are not a drug person, you don't cultivate Igbo, you don't have an Igbo farm, you don't do any of those things, you probably don't travel, you may never have any contact with an NDLE. You may not even know how their uniform looks like. And you can live in this country for 100 years and die without having an encounter with NDLE. Same with immigration. You can live in Nigeria for 150 years and die without having any contact with immigration, except maybe your daughter becomes one or your son becomes one. If you've never traveled, you have no plans of traveling, you don't need an international passport, you don't employ expatriates, so you are trying to process their expatriate quota, you are not marrying an expatriate, you don't have any of those things, you will live your life without having any encounter with immigration personnel. And so it is with so many other organizations. But I bet you can't live your life in this country for 40 years, for 30 years, without having any encounter with me, with DPO, with SARS, with... It's not possible. Because one day something will happen in your hostel and we'll raid the hostel. One day you'll be on the road and we'll stop you. One day you will go to a nightclub and something will happen and we'll come and shut down the nightclub. So, it is not possible. So you can't hate us, love us, like us. We are here to stay. So why don't you just accept us and work with us? So why do you want to make your country look so bad by portraying its most important law enforcement agency looking very badly? You cry that there are no jobs because sometimes some of your movies are watched by outsiders. When investors want to come into this country, there are a lot of things they check. They do their research on their own. They contact people. Some of them contact me because I've had a lot of trainings outside the country. So I have my data in so many countries. And so they talk to police officers there and they say, oh, I know this police guy. His name is Frank. I'm going to talk to him or I'll link you up with him. But beyond that, they also look at things like movies. Because they believe that what you show in movie is a reflection of what happens in your society. So you portray your country in terrible light, and then it impacts negatively on your country, and it affects you one way or the other. And so you travel out, and then they treat you separately from the rest of the people, and then you travel out and somebody is looking at you and saying, I like this young man. I like his bears. I think I want to go out with him. But he's a Nigerian. I watched a Nigerian movie, and what I saw means this guy, I need to look at him again.
Thank you once again, Mr. Frank, for this time. All right, let's have any question. Who else? Okay, please.
Okay, so please, for the sake of awareness, I would like to know, because I just got to know from you that there are hierarchical orders in the police force. I don't know about it, and their dress codes and everything. Please, we would like to know so that maybe next time when we're trying to make movies, we'll portray both the dress code and the orders very well.
Okay. Maybe I take like two questions and then I combine them.
Okay, before you want to ask?
No.
Okay.
Alright, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I'm from Lagos State, and then I've been arrested a few times because of taking pictures on the street. Now, we are scared of the area boys, and we are more scared of the policemen in Lagos State because of what they will do to you the next moment they catch you snapping in some areas. Per se, there is no legal restriction that you could see that will tell you not to snap in such areas. And when they arrest you like that, the next thing they demand for is either they will ask you to bail yourself right there, or you forfeit your camera, or they will damage what you have with you. They've got me at the railway station and they said they were taking me to the station. They took me somewhere and they started demanding for money. And I had to make some calls, they brought money for me there. So now, what my question is, if I am caught up in such situation, I'm a documentary photographer. I don't want to tell stories of Africa and Nigeria from the dirty part, from the insurgency and from the other part. I want to tell stories of Africa in a unique way, tell the beauty of Africa and Nigeria in a very unique way. So I don't take pictures of some kind of areas. I just want to tell some beautiful stories, some historical places. That is where I go to snap pictures, and they come around and they want to arrest you for
and mess up your work.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in this situation, what do we do?
Okay, let me take these two questions and we can go for the next. Your question is a very wide question because and that explains why again it's important for you to work with us. In some cases, when people come to me or come to us, we demand to see the script. We go through the script, and after going through the script, we understand clearly the role the police are playing, or the police officer in the film is playing, and then we'll be able to advise you accordingly. We give out vehicles, we give out uniform, we ask you what's the size of the person that wants to play the role, and we try to get. When I was the PRO Lagos, I had a set of uniforms specifically for the movie people. So you come try them out, and then you get the one that fits the person. And then on the day where you are deploying, I equally will deploy a police officer to you. And I don't deploy just anybody. I deploy a police officer who will act like a shadow director for that particular scene. So he helps to guide you. He helps to put the right words into your mouth, and then helps you with your body language and body movement. That's just your best bet, because even if I tell you the whole ranks now, which I can tell you, you will still forget. Because even for people who join the police, it takes time for some of them to get to know.
I hope you enjoyed the session with DSP Frank Mba, where he tried to educate them on how to represent the police force appropriately in filming. Now, let me give you something very, very light. We took our time to record the activities in camp, and now we're going to give you the highlights of what they did. But before then, I'm going to be showing you some few reactions from these participants, how they felt after the session with Frank Mba. So please, just give me this few moments of your time. When I return, I'll give you something more entertaining. It is UUC Season 5, and my name is Charles. Please stay tuned.
I'm very, very pleased with the section we had with the PRO force, Mr. Frank Mba. He really, really enlightened us more about the Nigerian police force, and it was really, really an exciting session. It was really an exciting session. So, well, I just have one thing to say. Stop police brutality, because police is our friend.
So today's session with the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Frank Mba, was quite interesting. I was amazed at how intelligent and vast in knowledge the man is. He revealed so much to us today, and I've got to learn a lot about the police and the movie industry having a synergy. And I believe that this knowledge will be useful to me in the future as a filmmaker.
We had a very interesting interaction today with the first PRO in person of Mr. Frank Mba, and it was very enlightening. I used to have a very negative stereotype about police officers, but after he explained certain things, I realized that those stereotypes were very wrong, and that they're actually our friend, because they often take bullets in our place for us to be alive. They often put their life on the line always for us to be safe and, have the peaceful life that we have. So it has actually made me to have some level of patriotism and empathy towards the police force, and it has changed my perspective. So from today onwards, I'll definitely hold any police officer I meet in very high regard, because they make lots of sacrifices for our country, Nigeria.
Okay, the experience we had with the police officers today was really amazing. It was something worthwhile. I can say that the knowledge I got today cannot be overemphasized, because before we had this ignorance about the police force, and then a lot of things that we do regarding to them was actually off point. But today we're able to get an understanding, unlike how we see the police force and how we see people in the police uniform today. The way he approached us was really exceptional. He made it very entertaining and educating. So even made police force begin to...
We had a very nice cross-section with the police force today, in person of Frank Mba, the PRO. It was a nice section because my horizon was broadened, even though I have been building good relationship with them, but today really made me feel that police force is a very nice sector in terms of security and saving lives and properties of people. I really tell you that if you want where to lay help or where to secure your things, lay your shoulder on the police and lay your head on the police shoulder, and you are really, really safe.
àwọn àbókí wọn ti ẹja wọn ti gbọ́ sórí mi wọn kì í wo tẹ́lẹ̀ mi ẹ kí n ká pépà ni ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ iPhone wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. What up my people, it's still your boy Mr. Ree, and I'm hanging out with the wickedest DJ Lawi, DJ Sound, they are sleeping. Mr. Real, it is real.
Ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, fún wọn jẹ́ fi ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. Ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, fún wọn jẹ́ fi ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, Aboki wedding naira. Me want change on for my dollar. 10 billion for my moto.
Thank you very much for staying tuned, and if you're just joining us, I'm very, very sorry. This is about the much we could take on today's episode of UUC Season 5. Let me give you a rundown of what we went through. First and foremost, they had the aerobic session, and then they had a very, very, very sharp, interesting one with the DCP, Frank Mba, the PRO of the police. And then we gave you some few highlights on some activities that went down. But before then, I believe you saw their reactions to the information they got from Frank Mba, and that has been the size of our package for today. So please stay tuned, same time, same station. Do not forget, you can always reach us on all our social media platforms, UUC Nigeria, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can stream us live on YouTube, UUC Nigeria. Till we meet again, I am your host, Charles Insa.
Script writing, you have to learn 10 evergreen Nigerian movies. If you watch any of these films now, you will enjoy them. It has to be subjected to a script conference where professionals are brought. By the time they use scissors and axe to now dissect your story.